Hello everyone and welcome to this latest episode of Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark, and welcome back if you're joining us again. Today I've got a tentative October TBR. The reason I say tentative is because I don't have all the books yet, so I haven't got everything to show you. I will talk about the ones I haven't got first. I haven't even got screenshots to show you because there's nothing really interesting about the covers of those books at all. We'll start off with my Victober tentative TBR. I will read some of them. I may not read all of them. I may save some of them for next month's Raiding Project Gutenberg readathon that will be taking place. Made an announcement for that yesterday. They are all from Project Gutenberg, and the reason I've gone for these books is because I read quite a lot of Victorian books anyway. So, I probably have one Victorian book every month at least in my reading. And I don't read a lot of horror, so I've gone for lesser known Victorian horror, to celebrate the month of Victober, and of course Halloween in October as well. So let's dive right in and see some of the books that I've chosen. One of them is called A Strange Story by Baron Edward Bulwer Lytton. And again, I don't know too much about them because there's not... you can find like a synopsis, but sometimes on Goodreads and whatever there isn't a proper synopsis for some of these books. The next one is The Shadow of Ashley Diat, is it? The Shadow of Ashley Diat. And this is a book by Mrs. Henry Wood, which could be quite interesting, I suppose. Then I went with Wagner, The Werewolf, by George W.M. Reynolds, which looks, again, quite interesting. I went for The Werewolf by Clemens Hausmann. Alwyn by Theodore Watts. Sorry, I've lost it there. Theodore Watts, somebody or other. Theodore Watts Dunton. There we go. And the other is... I've got them written down. The Brass Bottle by F. Ansley. And it's very annoying. It's every time I click on it, it's not showing me the cover. Ada the Betrayed, or The Murder at the Old Smithy, A Romance of Passion by James Malcolm Rymer. So those are my Victober contenders, and as I say, I'll probably carry on the ones I don't read into next month. I'm also supposed to be reading The History of Alexander, by Quintus Curtis Rufus. I'm supposed to be reading that at some point this month, I believe, with Jack from the Rambling Raconteur. Summer from Sterling Reads is hosting a reading of Let the Right One In by John Arvid Lindqvist. I've read this before. It will be a reread for me, and I found it a fantastic book. I'm reading 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez with a subscriber of mine, Sonia Deveni, which I'm looking forward to. We read Master and Margarita together, and that was great fun. And I think that's it for the books that I haven't got to show you. And now I can move on to the ones that I do have. I will be reading... River of the Gods by Candice Millard with a small group with Peg from the History Shelf, Sean D. Standfast, and Nicole, one of our subscribers. I'm really looking forward to that. That will take place, I think, from sometime next week. I'm reading with the Black Hearts Book Club, a book club hosted by Carrie from Very Literary Carrie. We are reading The Five by Hayley Rubenhold. It's about the untold lives of the women murdered by Jack the Ripper. I've already started this and it's jolly good so far. I am also reading with Carrie from Very Literary Carrie, but not as part of the book group, but together because we read Something Wicked This Way Comes last month. We are reading The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury this month, which seems pretty good. And as you may be aware, the final thing, I think, do forgive me if I've left something out. I really do need to keep better records. The final thing is, I guess also counts, of course, for Victober, which is Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'm doing a read aloud of this with Micah Cummins and Steve Donahue, and I kicked that off yesterday, and Micah should be releasing his video for chapter 2 later today. You're probably wondering why I haven't done a wrap up for the month of September, and that's because I haven't quite finished everything I wanted to finish yet for that. And to talk more about Victober, I still have to finish. I've only got a couple of pages left. The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett, and also I need to finish Frankenstein for the Gothic Horror Book Club run by Vin from Revenant Reads, including also Sonia, our commentator, and Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads. We've been reading Frankenstein this month. I think we're all somewhat delayed, but I don't think it matters too much. I plan to finish that later today, but you know, as you can see, there's quite a lot on my plate, so I don't want to fall too far behind. And I think that's it. So let me know in the comments below what you'll be reading throughout the month of October, and also what you think of some of the choices I've made. And again, apologies that I didn't have any, I couldn't show you every book. And as I say, the ones from Project Gutenberg, unfortunately, the covers aren't particularly interesting, and they don't seem to really be in print, so they haven't got any nice covers that I could have really cut out for you to show you. So there we go. All right, everybody, thanks very much, and I will see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Do take care. Bye-bye.